From the moment they entered the world, Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen seemed destined for the spotlight. They were only 6 months old when they landed their iconic role on the family sitcom Full House, and by the time they turned 10, these twin sisters were already household names and millionaires. Yet, behind the adorable smiles, the coordinated outfits, and the endless media hype lay a far more complex and at times heartbreaking reality. Raised amidst bright lights and relentless cameras, the Olsen twins grew up fast. They became executives before they had the chance to be kids, wrestled with family fractures, and faced immense personal battles that were often splashed across the tabloids without mercy. Today, we peel back the layers of one of Hollywood's most famous sibling duos to uncover the tragic side of their story, how it all began, the pressures they endured, and where their lives stand now. Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen were born on June 13, 1986, in Sherman Oaks, California. Their father, David Olsen, worked in the mortgage business, and their mother, Jarnette, balanced raising a growing family with the demands of raising twins. They already had an older brother, Trent, and a younger sister, Elizabeth, would soon come along. From all outside appearances, the Olsen household was bustling but relatively ordinary until a simple act by their mother changed everything. On a whim, Jarnette sent a photo of her 6-month-old twins to a casting agency. That snapshot landed Mary-Kate and Ashley the shared role of Michelle Tanner on the brand-new ABC sitcom Full House. The show premiered in 1987 and quickly became a beloved staple of American television. As the youngest members of the cast, the twins alternated in the role to comply with strict child labor laws. Each day on set was a puzzle for the production team, ensuring the right twin would be on camera for the required scenes. Though they were infants, Mary-Kate and Ashley already showed a surprising level of comfort in front of strangers. This ease led Full House creator Jeff Franklin to keep them in the role for the show's entire 8-season run, which ended in 1995. But for Mary-Kate and Ashley, this lucky break would shape and complicate the rest of their lives. As Full House soared in popularity, the Olsen twins' parents hired a manager named Robert Thorne. He saw their potential not just as actresses, but as a marketable brand. Thorne helped establish Dual Star Entertainment Group, which effectively turned Mary-Kate and Ashley into mini-moguls by the time they were in kindergarten. Their faces appeared everywhere: direct-to-video movies, books, clothing lines, dolls, and a staggering amount of merchandise. It was a media empire so successful that Mary-Kate and Ashley were famously named the youngest producers in Hollywood history. Yet, while the twins built a fortune, their childhood was anything but ordinary. In interviews, both sisters have admitted that they barely remember being normal kids. The constant filming schedules, promotional tours, photo shoots, and business meetings left them little time to simply go out for ice cream or have a sleepover without disruption. Ashley once told Nylon magazine that by age 10, she and her sister were already deeply involved in major business decisions. While most children that age were dreaming about summer camp or playing sports, the Olsen twins were discussing marketing strategies and finalizing product lines. Mary-Kate later described looking back on old photos and feeling like they weren't even her own memories, more like an outsider observing someone else's life. As the twins' professional success grew, their home life changed dramatically. In 1995, coinciding with the final season of Full House, their parents' marriage came to an end. David and Jarnette Olsen divorced, fracturing the family at a time when Mary-Kate and Ashley were already grappling with the loss of the show that launched them into stardom. Their father soon remarried a woman named Mackenzie, adding 3 half-siblings to the Olsen family dynamic. The divorce was tumultuous. Ashley chose not to attend her father's new wedding, preferring to stay with her mother, while Mary-Kate did attend, an arrangement that symbolized the emotional rift behind closed doors. Though David Olsen would later insist that the twins were just fine, the impact of family upheaval at such a young age can't be overstated. Their once tight-knit household became fragmented, and the twins coped in different ways, staying busy with work, and in Ashley's case, putting up emotional walls. Even before Mary-Kate and Ashley reached their teenage years, the media had become obsessed with them. As adorable child stars, they were an easy sell for magazines and tabloids constantly seeking the next big story. But with that fame came an uncomfortable level of scrutiny. Journalists often dismissed their on-screen performances as mere novelties. focusing instead on the empire they were building, or any small slip that could be spun into scandal. Their transition into adolescence fueled even more intense public curiosity. In the early 2000s, the internet was on the rise, and a new, darker side of fame emerged. Fan sites and even mainstream pop culture websites created countdowns to the Olsen twins' 18th birthdays, a disturbing phenomenon that sexualized them before they were old enough to consent. It was a grim reminder of how child stars are too often viewed as commodities. Behind the polished press appearances, Mary-Kate was dealing with a very real and life-threatening struggle, an eating disorder. Rumors about her thinning frame and health began surfacing around the time she was 17, fueled by unkind tabloid commentary that mocked her appearance and speculated about drug use. The reality was far more serious. Shortly after her high school graduation, Mary-Kate entered treatment for anorexia. According to those close to her, Mary-Kate's loved ones intervened, fearing for her life. The tabloid frenzy only worsened matters, as paparazzi followed her every move, snapping photos of her leaving medical facilities or covering her face to hide her distress. One particularly jarring moment came when the twins appeared on the Oprah Winfrey Show and were asked directly about the eating disorder rumors. Though Oprah is typically lauded for her empathetic approach, viewers criticized how the topic was handled, especially with questions about the twins' dress sizes. It was a harsh reminder that even well-intentioned interviewers could overlook the sensitivity of mental health struggles. Mary-Kate eventually spoke about her anorexia in a 2008 interview with Ella, expressing how difficult it had been to ask for help. She wanted to take control of her life, no longer wanting to go through it with her eyes shut. Still, the paparazzi's relentless gaze never really gave her a chance to heal in private. In 2004, Mary-Kate and Ashley enrolled at New York University, seeking normalcy after a lifetime in the limelight. Both sisters had high hopes of blending in among the throngs of students in Greenwich Village. They even purchased a luxurious penthouse in the West Village for a reported $7.3 million. But normal college life was hard to come by for the Olsen twins. Before long, the tabloids reported that Mary-Kate was skipping classes. There were rumors she was splitting time between Los Angeles and New York City, trying to maintain her entertainment empire and her personal health regimen. Whispers also circulated that she might be in treatment again. The constant paparazzi presence made day-to-day campus life feel unsafe, and both twins ultimately withdrew from NYU. Their experiences at college were less about lectures and late-night study sessions, and more about evading invasive tabloid photographers. If the Olsens hoped college would give them a fresh start, reality showed them that anonymity wasn't an option. During the same period, Mary-Kate and Ashley's public image underwent another shift. No longer the bubbly preteens of the "you're invited to Mary-Kate and Ashley's" videos, they started appearing on the streets of Manhattan and outside fashion events, always seemingly shielded by large cups of coffee, oversized sunglasses, and cigarettes. The media latched onto this change in their appearance and habits. Some outlets criticized them for chain smoking, pointing to their gaunt frames and smudged eye makeup as evidence of deeper issues. Others found their cigarette breaks almost captivating, a rare candid glimpse into the private bond they shared, away from the orchestrated media image. Either way, it was clear that the sisters were carrying immense stress. One of the most heartbreaking chapters in Mary-Kate Olsen's life was linked to the tragic death of actor Heath Ledger in 2008. While the exact nature of their relationship was never fully confirmed, sources close to the pair said they had been casually dating for about 3 months. The two reportedly bonded over their shared artistic leanings and love of Marlboro Reds. When Ledger was found unconscious in his New York apartment, the masseuse who discovered him called Mary-Kate twice before dialing 911. Mary-Kate, who was in California at the time, promised to send over private security to help. Sadly, it was too late. Ledger's death was ruled an accidental overdose of prescription medications. In the aftermath, Mary-Kate faced intense scrutiny for her reluctance to cooperate with police without immunity from prosecution, although no charges were ever brought against her. The incident cast a shadow over her personal life, a painful reminder that the spotlight followed her into even the darkest corners of her grief. By the late 2000s, the Olsen twins had almost completely removed themselves from Hollywood acting. Mary-Kate took a minor role in the 2011 film Beastly, but that was one of her last on-screen appearances. Instead, she and Ashley found their calling in the world of high fashion. Their label, The Row, launched in 2006, quickly gained critical acclaim for its minimalist yet luxurious designs. Their public image transformed from teen movie stars to serious fashion designers with impeccable taste. In interviews, the Olsens revealed that they preferred being behind the scenes, managing the creative process rather than standing in front of the camera. Their silhouettes, long hair, draped clothing, and oversized sunglasses became a signature look, evoking mystery. Although they're rarely seen at red carpet events, they do make appearances at fashion shows and the annual Met Gala to represent their brand. But they no longer court the press, they don't have personal social media accounts, and they maintain an air of privacy that borders on secrecy. As Mary-Kate and Ashley cemented themselves in the fashion industry, they proved their business savvy extended far beyond child stardom. The Row is lauded for its craftsmanship, offering pieces that can cost thousands of dollars each. Critics have praised them for elevated designs that compete with top luxury houses. In 2011, they famously sold out a $39,000 alligator backpack, a stunt that attracted both admirers and critics concerned about the ethics of exotic animal skins. But not every endeavor was free from controversy. In 2015, a class action lawsuit was filed against their company, Dual Star, by unpaid interns. These interns alleged they had worked grueling hours, sometimes up to 50 hours a week, performing tasks that a paid employee would normally handle. Some described being reduced to tears by the workload. One was even hospitalized for dehydration. While a representative for the twins initially called the allegations meritless, Dual Star eventually settled for $140,000, divided among 185 former interns. Despite finding success in the fashion world, life has not been entirely smooth for the Olsens. Mary-Kate's marriage to French banker Olivier Sarkozy in 2015 generated plenty of headlines. The couple was noted for awkward public displays of affection, and the relationship took a dramatic turn when Mary-Kate filed for divorce in April 2020. The timing coincided with the onset of COVID-19, complicating legal proceedings. Court documents alleged Sarkozy had terminated their lease without her knowledge, giving her an impossibly tight deadline to remove her belongings amid New York City's lockdown. Mary-Kate reportedly found refuge with her twin sister and friends outside the city while sorting out the legalities. As Mary-Kate navigated her divorce, both twins faced yet another devastating loss: the death of their former Full House co-star, Bob Saget, in January 2022. Although Mary-Kate and Ashley didn't reprise their role as Michelle Tanner in the reboot series Fuller House, they maintained a close relationship with Saget over the years. After his passing, the twins released a statement describing him as the most loving, compassionate, and generous man. They attended his funeral, paying final respects to someone who had once felt like a father figure both on and off the screen. Meanwhile, Ashley Olsen has also endured serious health challenges. In 2015, she was reportedly diagnosed with late-stage Lyme disease, significantly impacting her day-to-day life and making it more difficult for her to work. Health concerns arose again in 2016 after a cosmetic procedure led to complications like necrosis, requiring hyperbaric oxygen therapy. Each setback highlighted the fragility beneath their polished public image. Today, Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen stand as two of the most successful child stars turned entrepreneurs in the entertainment industry. Yet, their journey was far from a fairy tale. They grew up in front of millions, lost the chance at a conventional childhood, faced harsh personal struggles, and learned the hard way that fame doesn't shield you from pain or tragedy. In retrospect, it's easy to see how the lines between their professional and private lives became blurred from the very start. By 6 years old, they were producers. By 10, millionaires. By 18, they were among the most photographed young women on the planet, hounded by the press for every flaw or misstep. They had to navigate divorcing parents, health issues, and academic endeavors under constant scrutiny. And in the end, it seems they found solace in stepping away from the spotlight, channeling their creative passions into fashion. The tragedy of the Olsen twins lies not in any single event, but in the accumulation of pressures that stole their childhood and normal teenage experiences. Their story reflects the darker side of child stardom, a system that commodifies youth, one that often demands a price in privacy, mental health, and emotional well-being. Despite the challenges, Mary-Kate and Ashley remain close, bound by shared experiences few can fathom. Their success in fashion has provided a new life path where they can define themselves on their own terms. Rather than a never-ending media circus, they've opted for discreet appearances and selective interviews, carefully managing their brand and personal boundaries. So, what can we learn from the Olsen twins' story? At its core, it's a tale of resilience, sacrifice, and the unintended consequences of early fame. It prompts us to question the entertainment industry's treatment of child stars and how society feeds on their every move. It also offers a testament to perseverance. After all, Mary-Kate and Ashley have thrived in a second career that has nothing to do with Hollywood's casting calls or red carpets. They have forged identities that extend beyond Michelle Tanner and the countless teen films with their names on the marquee. And maybe that's the real triumph in their tragedy, emerging from the relentless gaze of the public eye, not only as survivors, but as women in control of their own destinies. The Olsen twins' story may have started in a shared crib on the set of Full House, but today it continues far away from the glare of camera lights, and perhaps that's exactly where they want to be. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the lives of Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen. If you've enjoyed exploring their journey with us, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more in-depth looks at the fascinating stories behind Hollywood's biggest names. Until next time.